In this video, we want to prove that the absolute value of the absolute value of x minus absolute value of y is less than or equal to the absolute value of x minus y. So let's start off with absolute value of x. The absolute value of x can be rewritten as the absolute value of x minus y plus y. And here the y's are going to cancel and you're just left with x. So now we can use the triangle inequality with the expression on the right here, the x minus y plus y. This is going to be less than or equal to this first part and then plus this part. Because recall, the triangle inequality, x plus y, is less than or equal to the absolute value of x plus the absolute value of y. So that's what we're doing here. So I'm just going to rewrite it. The absolute value of x is less than or equal to absolute value of x minus y plus y. And now I can subtract both sides by absolute value of y to get the absolute value of x minus y is less than or equal to the absolute value of x minus y. Okay, now let's do the same thing but with y. So the absolute value of y will set equal to absolute value of y minus x plus x. Apply the triangle inequality again and get that the absolute value of y is less than or equal to the absolute value of y minus x plus x. And here I'm just rewriting that. Now subtract both sides by absolute value of x to get the absolute value of y minus absolute value of x is less than or equal to absolute value of y minus x. Now notice in the previous slide I had something in terms of absolute value of x minus y. This time I don't. I have it in terms of absolute value of y minus x. And I also had less than or equal to absolute value of x minus y. My goal is to get something that is greater than or equal to negative absolute value of x minus y, because I want whatever is in here to be between these two bounds. Okay. Namely, I want absolute value of x minus absolute value of y to be greater than or equal to negative absolute value of x minus y and less than or equal to absolute value of x minus y. In the previous slide, I got this part. Now let's get the other part. And so what I know I need to do is multiply both sides by negative and then change this y minus x to x minus y. So let's multiply both sides by negative. The absolute value of y now, this is going to be a negative in front, and then the absolute value of x is going to be positive in front. And here I skipped a step, but what I did was I rewrote absolute value of y minus x and I factor out a negative. So this will be negative y plus x. And so you can pull out the negative 1 as an absolute value. And so the absolute value of negative 1 is just 1. And then I'm just going to rewrite negative y plus x as x minus y. So that's that. So we have now this part. So now we put it all together. This is what I showed in the two previous slides, which means that the absolute value of x minus absolute value of y is greater than or equal to this expression and less than or equal to this one. So because these are all the same up to a sign, like absolute value of x minus y, absolute value of x minus y, but they're opposites, we're going to take the absolute value of this thing inside here and say that's going to be less than or equal to absolute value of x minus y. And that completes a proof.